Top Rope Squishy. And guess what? We have a guest, Sunny Midnight, in the house. How you doing, Sunny?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on. You know, Dynamite's been screwing us up because they, they're putting the shows on Friday, so we can't recap the show on my live show. So we got to talk about tomorrow's show, but that's okay because there is plenty to say.
Oh yeah.
So listen. So let's get started, y'all. Here we are. We're going to talk about tomorrow. There's quite a few matches. The main event is a MMA rules cage match. There's a couple of things happening. Cody's, joining up with somebody else. But I want to start with the match that I'm least excited about. But before we do, why don't we just say, please, people, subscribe, like, comment. Make sure you follow my homie right here, Sunny Midnight, on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Subscribe to his page. And let's say hi. Hi, Anna. Hi, Heel Xavier, Courtney, No Neck Bone Tone. Thank you for being in the house. We are going to get it started.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I made it real easy for everybody. It's the same across every platform. So please don't miss a letter because I made it that much easier.
There you go. And the description, in my description, you can also see all of Sunny's tags. So please make sure you follow him. Cool podcast, cool YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. And for me, don't forget to check out the merch. All right, y'all.
Oh, I need a shirt though. I need to get one of those.
You need to get a shirt. Okay, I got you.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy versus Cezar Bononi. So, what's your take on this? Because personally, I think that the Juice is gonna win somehow, even though Cezar Bononi is like twice his size.
Look. Okay. So I like the wingmen. I like them. It's like you put a bunch of people that typically wouldn't have anything really to do, and you put them together, and they actually feed off of each other really well. I like JD Drake, which was kind of weird because he's from Shelby, North Carolina, where I had it. But anyway, and then we got Cezar Bononi, who I don't know, for some reason when he's rocking that black eye, he just looks even more of a badass to me for some reason.
He does.
Hey, he just looked like he just came out of a fight. And then, then you got, of course, my man Peter Avalon. But it's like,
and who's the other guy? The Hollywood hunk.
Hollywood hunk.
The Hollywood hunk. I dislike him so much. And I'm just joking.
No, the only problem with him though is
Ryan Nemeth.
It's so much of a play off of his brother. It's like, I wish that you would have went somewhere else so there wouldn't be the comparison. You know what I'm saying? Because now you look like a Wish version of Dolph Ziggler. But I still like this group. Now, Orange Cassidy's not losing this.
No. There's no way. I honestly don't believe no. I honestly do not like that faction, the Wingman faction.
Really?
Yeah, not feeling it at all. I miss the Librarian with Leva Bates. I know, but I miss it.
Oh.
And I like Cezar Bononi, but I'm not really feeling Ryan Nemeth. I don't know. That faction is not working for Maddie.
Like I said, they're
it's not working.
No, like I said, they're like lower mid-card guys that were given something to do. And so I'm cool with that. I actually like the Pretty Peter Avalon over the Librarian. I think that it's funny. It's like his music is like a porn star.
Oh yeah, the Librarian was great. Thank you, Preston. Hello, Preston. Long live the Librarian. Yes.
Okay,
so he came out. Yeah, no, Pretty Peter. Look at that. I can't even say it.
Peter Piper.
There you go. I can't. Pretty Peter Avalon. Not feeling it at all.
I do like the I don't. Is it on BTE or if it's on Sammy's? But you know, it looks like that it's like teasing Peter trying to get back with Leva.
That's a good question. I think it's on BTE blog.
Yeah.
But I think on Sammy's vlog is where I think you see some of the Wingman faction. But I could be wrong. But don't quote me, y'all. Don't quote me.
I'm gonna keep that check. All right. So
so you want to move on. Let's move on to this retarded match because this is crazy. This match is just crazy. Okay.
Look, I got something to say here. When he was having this promo with Sting, and he said, "I'm not stupid." I said, "Yes, you are."
Yes, you are.
Because I was like, "How in the hell?" First of all, you alone are going to struggle with a Scorpio Sky or an Ethan Page by themselves. You're going to take on both of these guys. You're not. I mean, you're not Miro. You're not Lance Archer. You're not. You're not even Cody.
So you're this big.
Yeah. You a smidget past Marco Stunt. So it's like, why would you go against these two big dudes that's gonna literally just whoop your ass all throughout the match?
But he's going to magically win because he's Darby Allin. You know he's gonna double coffin drop them off of like the top of the building.
But I don't think he will because my logic goes. You can't beat them again, and not like this because you bury this team. Because you've already had Darby and Sting beat them at the pay-per-view. So if you have Darby whoop both of them, what's the point of them?
So you're saying that Darby's gonna lose?
Oh, he's losing.
I'm gonna cash that receipt. Preston is with you. Darby is absolute savage, but he's gonna die.
Wait. Who should I make this out to? All right, I'm gonna make this out to Maddie.
Ropes Chrissy.
Because I'm telling you, he ain't winning this. He gonna get a coffin for real. He tripping. He is tripping. Look, I'm sorry, but all right. Let's say if I had Mark Henry and Paul White, and they told me to go find a new partner. Man, I'm gonna go catch Hobbs somewhere or something. Or I'm gonna go get Cage. I'm not gonna go.
Wardlow.
Wardlow. I'm not gonna go. I can beat them by myself.
See, but that's why I put Darby Allin magically wins.
It's gonna have to be a interference, like a distraction.
Who you think is gonna come out? Dark Order.
Sting
said he's not. Sting
which means he is. Which means there's no damn logic. No, we're not gonna do
it. You're killing me.
He's coming.
There's no logic to it, but I don't see Sting coming. I do see Dark Order coming out.
Dark Order?
Yeah, Dark Order's been coming out to help Sting and Darby.
Yeah.
I
got so many things going on, man. God.
Dark Order is I think like once Dark Order lost
Brody
Lee, may he rest in peace. They kind of lost their direction because they started off as a funny faction. Then when he came in, he established. Yes, but they were funny. They weren't really like dominant. Like I was never like fearful of Dark Order in that way until Brody came out.
No, they were crazy when they came out. They looked like BDSM. I don't know, mask wearing sex slaves or something. I don't know. They looked weird. Like they were making. They had men making a throne for him to no. Evil Uno looked like he was stupid. Like they were on. They had X-Pac heat when they first came in. So then when Brody came in, he literally saved them. Like he pulled them out the gutter.
And then no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm good at interrupting people. What is
that? Oh my God. No, but then you had like the emergence of John Silver because of BTE, and then and then by the Meat Man.
Yeah.
and
He is.
Yeah. And then by proxy, Silver, because he's attached. Yeah. And then, of course, the funny bits just got them over. Like Brody Lee and those funny BTE bits just got them super over.
With the paper, oh, it was so good.
I reenacted that. I rewinded that like so many times. I don't know how far I could cuss, so I'm like literally muting myself with a mouth to cuss. But it's like, I don't know how many times I rewound that. Like the best thing in the world is just take a ball of paper and just.
No. Like, you saw the BTE where they had oh my God, Sue, and she had to do the paper and she had to do it twice because she missed.
Pick it up for Sue.
Like her wrist broke.
You said you better sell for Sue.
Oh God.
Dude, he had me dying. Oh my God!
Like, he's heavily missed. He's heavily missed. But
the only problem with that is after that, now it's like now they're not as funny without him.
They're not, yeah. But you know what? I feel like they're trying to find their angle, and they're trying different people. Like Hangman, there's some talk that Darby and Sting might be heading in that direction. Like Courtney thinks that Darby might be the new leader of the Dark Order. You never know, because I think they're just testing everything out until they find what fits. Because Brody was the perfect fit.
Yeah.
He really was.
Do you think that Hangman is gonna take the lead or no?
No. See, I thought if Hangman was going to take the lead, he would have done it at this point already, because they've been teasing that for since January.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
We got a trios match.
Okay, so I know immediately since the Good Brothers are in here, they're losing. So
they're losing for sure.
Because you only got a half of the tag team champs,
and it's not for the
belt. Got Frankie Kazarian on a warpath.
Thank you.
And then crazy ass Penta, and then Eddie Kingston that's just over as hell now.
Hell, and Penta Eddie coming off of a win that they had with Pac on the last trios match against the
I can't wait to talk about that. I can't wait to talk about that match.
Let's talk about it.
The storytelling in that match with Pac and Kingston, just like Pac refusing to tag to him. Like he even to the point where he was getting beat up so bad, he walked over there and stopped and was like,
I'd rather get killed.
Yeah, I'd rather get killed than touch you. And then it was like, fine.
Yeah, I had no choice.
Yeah, I love the storytelling. And it seems like, I don't know how, but it seems like ever since Paul White and Mark Henry got in there, the storytelling level has started to get better in matches.
Yes, absolutely.
I could be reaching.
No, it's getting better. It's getting better. With time, they're going to start developing better stories. Obviously, it's still a work in progress, and I'm sure they're doing stuff to get ready for Rampage. So God knows how Dynamite and Rampage are going to intertwine, but
you know what I like most about it?
What?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I watched, and I'm not gonna say anything else because I'm not gonna be negative, but I watched other wrestling programs where it just don't make no damn sense, and it's frustrating.
And and granted, AEW's not all of their stories end up going anywhere, but yeah, for the most part, they have this long storytelling thing where they start something off, and if it's going to have a conclusion, it's going to take a couple of months. They're gonna give you some time to get used to this feud.
Yeah.
So
you know what I like best about their storytelling? I mean, their improv. If something goes wrong, they find a way to fix it by next week. That whole Matt Sydal craziness. We all thought that he taskmastered himself. We was like, he's done. He's dead on arrival.
He showed up and died.
And then they just say, you know what, Nakazawa, go ahead.
Right.
And they built that whole little program on Dark.
Yes,
and
they
then,
fixed it.
Yeah, now Matt Sydal, it's like you don't even remember that half the time.
You don't. And they're actually really good at fixing their issues. Like when the pay-per-view happened, right? Let's talk about the pay-per-view and that wonderful explosion. Remember that?
Boy. Oh,
the Moxley explosion. They played it off in a promo.
Yeah. That was good because if they didn't say anything about it, we would have continued to talk about it.
Yes,
because
and they just played it off.
The most firecrackery.
Like, I got PTSD, so that's why I reacted like that, even though it was just, some firecrackers.
That joint reminded me of the joint like the $10 big box you get from like the little stand what was it, the fireworks stand on the 4th of July?
Yes.
You got that little big pack for $20. I was like, man, come on.
Sparklers. I love AEW, and even I was like, what?
Yeah.
What's explosion? But shit happens. You learn, you move on, you do it better next time, right?
Hopefully they blow up Now, here's the only thing that I don't like is it seems like some of the fans want people to actually die or something.
Oh, the Jericho thing.
Like the Jericho thing, and then it's like, oh, we didn't get the big blow up. Like they didn't blow up. Like,
why did Jericho break his head open?
Like, so you really wanted him to die? Like
he's a 50-year-old man. They had to cushion it. He's 50. Now, if it would have been like one of the 20-year-olds, they probably would have taken it on something a little harder, the fall. Yeah. But I mean, we know this stuff is not fake, because I don't like that word. It's choreographed. So we know that things are done in a way so that people don't get injured. I mean, would you rather see somebody hurt, dead, gone? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So, I saw those commentaries and I'm like, yes, you could tell it was padding. So fucking what? Who cares? Move on,
Did you like the match though? That's the question.
I did.
Yeah.
I did like the match. And I also knew when they announced Stadium Stampede that InnerCircle was going to win.
Yeah, I did too, because there was no way that they could break up. Otherwise, you would have to just break them up, because you can't beat them back to back like that.
Exactly. And you are at a point where you're trying to build Sammy. They look like they're getting ready to build Proud and Powerful finally. And so, so you need
they are because they're literally the top team to put there that haven't really made any noise. Like, because it's all been InnerCircle stuff. But exactly. If you take them outside of the InnerCircle, it's gonna be Bucks, FTR, Santana, and Ortiz. So, like, it has to, like, that's just the way it is by just looking at them as, what they've done, like the promos they've cut, because both of them have killed it on that. The believability.
Shout out to Santana and Ortiz, my favorite tag team.
Ortiz got me on this joke, because every time I see Ortiz, I'm just waiting for it, because I love it. The best.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, I love it. And their action figures is so funny, because Ortiz's action figure actually comes with a chancleta. Yes, it comes with a sandal.
I just learned it was a sandal, because look, okay.
Chancleta.
My daughter's mother is Hispanic, but I didn't know anything like of any of that. So once they was like, chancleta, I can't even say it, but it's like, I didn't know that. And then I saw Dasha running around with the sandal with it.
Yep, chancleta. I have it back here, but let me see. Wait, I'm not even playing. It ain't even a joke. Chancleta!
Yo, they need to make a Dasha joint.
Because she in BTE, she would fling it at them. Chancleta for everybody, yo.
They should make a boomerang with the sandals on it.
That shit brought back some bad memories. But anyway.
From what I look, for black households, it's that belt.
No. My sister's in this chat. She will say it. We got the belt and the chancleta, but let me tell you, my father had
I got the belt and the switch.
Daddy never got the switch. My husband told me about the switch. I was like, switch.
It's the worst feeling in the world. I'm gonna tell you that. That thing wraps around you.
Look, no neck bone tone. Don't start. He know me. That's my husband, y'all. No neck bone tone.
That belt is a grand champion. Like that.
My father had a belt, a drawer full of belt collections.
My mother
for the beatings.
My mother would go, "Oh, okay, go to the belt drawer."
You pick the lightest one.
No, she would say, "Don't pick up the lightest one, because otherwise I'm gonna go get it, and you gonna not like the one I pick up."
That's hilarious.
Man, I think I got hit with everything under the sun. I got hit with a chaglita. I didn't even know it was that. Because I didn't even know. I was sitting there one day, you know, I'm a little kid. My mom said something to me that just got on my nerves, and I'm like,
ooh, talk back. Yup, that shit flew across the room, hit you right on the top of the head.
No, she was at the top of the stairs. I didn't know what hit me. I hit with a 1-2.
What is this comment? Have you ever had to quote the Acclaimed? Ever said booty, butt? Wait. I'm gonna say it. Wait.
Booty, butt, booty, cheeks.
Booty, butt, cheeks. There you go.
We used to say that as kids. Yo, we used to walk up and down the street going booty, butt, cheeks.
Booty, butt, cheeks. That's, oh, damn. Don't get me started with the sayings. I haven't been able to get beefy men out of my head. Once that was told to me, I was like, well, yo.
I know you slapping meats. I saw you put them jaws up there.
Big meaty man slapping meat. That's gonna be booty, butt, cheeks. Booty, butt, cheeks. That's your fault, Adam Walker. That's your fault. All right, who you got winning this trios match? Obviously, it's gonna be Kazarian, Penta, and Kingston.
Oh, hold on. Let me answer a question. I think Courtney asked me who was my favorite wrestler. Now, I mean, if you're meaning of all time, that's The Rock. If you're meaning AEW right now, I'm gonna have to say Powerhouse Hobbs. Just because the facials, the body language, like the dude is a superstar in the making.
I absolutely am a big fan of Powerhouse Hobbs. When he came on and he was on Dark and stuff, I was like, sign him. I was one of the people on Twitter, like, actually adding Tony Khan, sign Will Hobbs. He actually followed me. So I knew.
I saw that.
He saw my.
I was trying not to hate.
No, don't hate. I got a few of them, but you know, when he got signed, I was so very happy. That man is a beast. I love watching him in the ring. Isn't it kind of dangerous? Brian Cage and Will Hobbs together? That should be illegal.
That's why I'm so mad that it's gonna be over already.
Yeah.
Because these two dudes should be tag team champion. Or I keep saying they need to introduce the trios title because they got so many champions. And they're starting to get so many of these ladies. They need to start bringing in some of these tag team titles for these ladies.
So Courtney actually made that comment earlier on the chat that why don't we have women's tag team titles? And I think it's a great idea. In the beginning, it didn't make no sense because the roster was obviously very slim. But right now, you know, they need that. They need a TNT title for the women's because they got to slap that on Jade.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Because she needs to be seen this woman looks like a superhero.
She is a superhero. Super Jade. I love her.
I
love Jade.
I've never in life seen nobody look like that. Like,
she's amazing. She has
it's
just perfect from head to toe.
Yeah.
She was chiseled with a knife, like perfectly sculpted. And then in the ring, she's amazing.
When I see her, she makes me do push-ups. Like I see her, I just get on the. I gotta get like, man, because dude, I'm like, this is one of the women that I would say that if I ever saw her and she got mad at me, I might just have to back the hell down because
run the other way. Because Sonny, you ain't got no chance.
Look, I'm a big dude. I ain't no little guy. I'm 6'1".
She gonna kick.
Somehow I feel like she just gonna go.
Body slam your ass. She gonna jade you like she be doing to all the women that listen. Right now they're just giving her mostly squash matches because she's still in training. But
Green,
what she's done in the ring so far has been nice and clean. And those moves that she got, they're power moves. And she definitely does not move like a big woman should move, which is the same thing I think about Brian Cage and Wardlow. You know, the things that those big dudes, Luchasaurus, can do in the ring. It's like a new type of human. So,
I mean, they're all hybrids. Like they're all, and like that started from, I want to say 5, maybe 6 years ago, because I was following the indie scene real heavy, like 5, 6 years ago. You know, so I was watching people like Keith Lee and Shane Strickland, Cage on Lucha Underground. Of course, what's the name? Angelico in Lucha Underground.
Oh, I love Angelico. Yeah. Angelico. Yes, that is my favorite intro.
Really?
Of every single, and my husband's in the chat, he won't let me lie, of all the wrestlers intros, that's the only one that I always have to get up and dance to when it comes out. I hate when they're already in the ring and they don't because if they're the team with the lower wins, the team on top is going to come out second. They're the ones that are going to have the song. So when they're already in the ring and we don't get the music, I'm pissed immediately.
Yeah. So like, do you know Zack Sabre Jr.?
No.
Okay, well, he's a wrestler in New Japan. I say that Angelico is Zack Sabre Jr. with swag.
Nice.
Because like,
gotta write that down.
Like he is literally like, he has these very unorthodox submission moves, like unorthodox fighting style. Like he is him and like I keep saying him and Jack Evans. I feel bad for them because they have to get like the mid-level type because it's just too many superstars or potential superstars
already in AEW.
That's already there. So it's like, okay, when you look at them as a tag team, you still got about 5 or 6 other teams before them. Mm-hmm. Then if you look at them as single stars, you got about 10 or 15 before them.
Yeah, so they're being hidden. So maybe Rampage is going to be the platform for them. You know what I mean? Rampage is only going to be 1 hour. It's just AEW is very, and it's good because they have a lot of wrestlers, but AEW is very faction and tag team heavy, which I think is what they want it to be. They want to be known for their groups.
Yeah.
Which is why it makes sense that they release a trios belt soon for the men.
That would be good.
Right. And I feel like, and my husband's been saying this a lot too, the tournament that they did for the women where Diamante and Ivelisse, who's no longer with AEW, won, they should bring that back.
Yes. And they need to go ahead and they need to have like, because it's moving in that direction already. Mickey James already starting it with NWA with the all women's pay-per-view. You know, of course, WWE did their thing a couple of years ago, but then of course we know that they think that women's wrestling is not profitable. So, you know, if we need to start focusing more on these women because I can name about 3 women right now that I feel should be signed with AEW right now that's consistently on Dark, from Caitlin to
Kylie King.
Kylie King. I don't know.
Kylie King.
Kylie King. Thank you. Kylie King.
Still right. Hi, Lou.
Yeah. Megan Bain.
Okay.
Maddie
Rankowski.
I would love them to sign. My old age, but
I feel you.
Chanel.
Roche Chanel.
Thank you.
Yes. Sign my homegirl with the comb.
And you know what I love?
Good in the ring.
Yes. And you know what I love is because it feels like we have an intimate connection with these people because they're new coming up. And it's like, when you're dealing with like the other company, they're so big and they got millions of followers. Like you can say something to them and they're not going to see it, or they're just going to whatever. Unless it's something hella negative, then they'll make sure that they put you
right and block your ass after.
But when it's like with these people,
they interact.
Like, they interact with you. Like me and God, please say her name again.
Roche Chanel. My homegirl.
Is it Roche?
Roche
Chanel. Because I hit her up and I was like, is your gimmick Regine from Living Single? She said, absolutely. And I was like, I knew it.
We interviewed her at We Love Wrestling. And we asked her where she got that gimmick from. And she's been to Paris and she loves Paris. And that's where the fashionista thing comes out of. But yes, in Living Single is where her character was pulled out of. And you know what? Seen her live and she is powerful. Very, very, very good in the ring. She's underrated.
Yeah. You know who I like too? I like Willow.
Willow Nightingale? Yeah, she's good.
For, like nice size, can move, great in-ring ability. Like she makes her opponents look good.
Yes. And you know what? They need to bring Holly Dead to Dark. Okay. Genocide needs to, I mean, there's
now Holly Dead, I'm thinking now, of course, I'm thinking in my booking head. Holly Dead versus Abaddon.
She'll kill him. She'll kill Abaddon.
But I'm just saying. Pay-per-view, not no cheesy. I mean, semi-gimmicky match, but not cheesy. Or have a three-way and bring in Rosemary.
Ooh, okay. We're gonna have to have another show where we're just talking about who we think AEW should sign. Add a little more diversity in there.
Oh yeah,
a little more, or a lot more. Get Marty Bell. Put a Dominicana in there because Dominicanas need to represent full. Okay.
Yeah.
So
do they got Poppy in there yet?
Oh, Danny Limelight?
Yeah.
The radioactive Poppy has not been signed yet, as far as I know.
Oh. See, because Caitlin King, is it Caitlin or Kylie? Kylie. I mess up everybody's names.
That's okay. I'll get them right.
Kylie King, like they're giving these people a lot of great wins and exposure. Yes. Where it's like, you might as well bring them in.
Yes. And Kylie King is already there all the time. So I'm surprised that she hasn't been officially signed yet. I'm pretty sure that's in the works.
It has
to be. Kylie King is great. If you see her in Mission Pro Wrestling, the thing with Kylie King is when I first started seeing her in 2019, which is when I got back into wrestling, I wasn't impressed. However, when I saw, like with time, she has just greatly improved. So, So I like this Kylie King. She's aggressive. She's doing a hell of a lot more, and I want to see more of her. So, AEW, Tony Khan, sign her.
Did they sign Layla Hirsch?
Yes, Layla Hirsch is signed.
Good.
Nyla Rose be Layla Hirsch.
But see, the thing about it is, the thing I like about Layla Hirsch is it doesn't even matter that she's small. Like she somehow makes her, like she wrestles the way she should. Like if it makes sense. Like
she for her size.
Yeah, she attacks the base. She mat wrestles, and she doesn't try to overpower you. She doesn't try to do she just grounds you and tries to just, and I love that because she's not trying to do like these outlandish supernatural feats of where it's like, okay, this is not believable.
Well, she's definitely not going to be able to do too much of that, I don't think. From her background style, she started off as like school style wrestling.
Yeah. Amateur wrestling, yeah.
Amateur wrestling, yeah. Like she thought that's how you had to that's what you had to do to get into this type of professional wrestling, and not so. But that's why you see her doing a lot of suplexes and a lot of holds and submissions, because that is what she knows. But she is doing a couple of more things, you know. She's jumping off the ropes, giving people knees and feet to the chest, you know. So beat that ass. Keep it going, Layla Hirsch. Keep beating that ass.
I'm gonna say something. That springboard to that German suplex on Nyla was beautiful.
Was beautiful.
Like
and props to my homegirl Nyla. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
That powerbomb off the top rope, though, I was like,
nah. I just said like this. I was just like, goodbye, Layla Hirsch. It was nice knowing you.
I would have been mad if she kicked out.
No way she's kicking out, because first of all, hardly anyone has ever kicked out of the Beast Bomb, but she Beast Bombed her from the top. Nah, you dead. You dead. All right, y'all. Moving on to Cody Rhodes, who has, well, I'm not saying this is his tag partner, but he is tagging with Arn Anderson's son, Brock Anderson, and they're from the Nightmare family, and they're going up against QT Marshall and Aaron Solow from The Factory.
Okay, hold up. This man, Brock Anderson. He should be selling me hardware. Like, I feel like I go to Home Depot and find him in the tool bit section. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing like that. But when you saw Arn Anderson, Arn Anderson looked like he beat your ass. Brock Anderson looks like he's gonna sell you.
He gets his ass beat.
Yeah. Like he's gonna show you how to roof your house. Like now he could get in that ring. He could get in that ring tomorrow and wow the hell out of us. I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe it.
No Neck Bone Tone says Brock Anderson fighting with the soft shoes on.
Yo, your husband wildin'. But yo, my man was up in there with them Josie,
them little shorts and a polo shirt and no socks with soft shoes on.
My man was in the Bob the Builder flip flops. Like, I don't know what in the world. Like, he looked like he should have been cutting lumber.
Like, I feel like they dressed him like that on purpose.
Nah, I think he did that purposely. Like, he just dresses like that probably. He looks like that's his swag. Like
swag?
That look like that's his sauce, for real. Like, he does not look like he shopped at the Gucci store. Like, no. That man see Gucci and go, Gucci?
Yeah, he looked like he dressed like a dad.
Yeah.
That's it.
But that's the problem. Okay, if this was UFC, it wouldn't matter. Because you get in that cage and y'all throwing them blows. Okay, if you can beat that dude, you can come in a dress as long as you
ain't nobody gonna talk shit about you.
When you come into a pro wrestling ring, you have to look like a star, not the guy that looks like the next door neighbor. Okay, well, he didn't look like a star.
I feel like they did that on purpose, so that, because I actually was talking to my husband about this. I said, I think they dressed him like that on purpose so that we'd be like, oh, he ain't shit. He ain't no. And then when he comes out, we'll be like, oh, shit.
Oh, so you think that they pulled the wool over our eyes and dressed him down so that he could. So they set the bar so low.
Yes. That's it.
They were like, look, we're going to make you look like the most unappealing somebody ever so that we're going to go, when he come out. And then you're going to do some magical shit, and we gonna go like, I don't believe it though. I don't believe
Look at Preston Water says Brock Anderson literally looks like an upset suburbia dad.
Yeah. I mean, what's the male version of a Karen? I mean, that would be him. I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't know what's up with him, but I have hopes that he'll show us something, because they did tease him. A few months ago, they like kept showing him in the audience, and I'm like, damn, that looks just like Arn Anderson and his son. So we knew something was happening there, but I had no idea this is how they were going to bring him out. So I, of course, got Cody Rhodes and Brock Anderson for the win, because there is no way.
No, he's not losing the first match. But I'm gonna say this: I don't believe he's that good, The reason being is if he was that good, they would have put him in a one-on-one match. You put him in a match with 3 other people that could carry his ass.
I think they feel that Cody's going to be able to carry him. We'll see about that.
Cody, QT, and Aaron Solo are going to carry this match. He's going to have his couple of spots, and that's it.
Well,
it. Because Jade, like when they had Jade and Shaq teaming up against them, against what's the name, Cody and Red Velvet. Okay, yeah, we was impressed by Shaq because we didn't.
No, he could do anything. Yeah, I didn't expect him to do shit.
And we was impressed by Jade because it was like, okay, I was terrified because because I was like, this woman looks like a goddess, but if she can't wrestle a lick, it's not gonna mean nothing. You might as well make her a manager or something.
But that shit popped.
Oh, that Cody over the top rope through the. I showed it to my daughter, and she was like, "Oh my daughter don't even like wrestling." Like, the only time I could get my daughter to watch wrestling was the Best Friends versus Santana and Ortiz street fight. She likes the street fights, and every time a street fight happens, she wants to see a street fight.
That parking lot brawl, don't listen. We need a whole nother hour to talk about the parking lot brawl because that's like one of my favorite matches in AEW, period.
Yeah. Oh, Courtney, yes, you're right.
Yes.
Red Velvet did carry her, but Jade is getting a lot better.
She is getting better, but props to Red Velvet, to the smaller woman, because she got to take those big woman bumps. And
is she signed?
Huh?
Is she signed?
Red Velvet? Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No,
Red Velvet is all elite. Red Velvet is all elite, y'all.
Look, ever since I found out that Kylan King wasn't signed, my whole mind went, okay, who the hell isn't signed now?
So who doesn't sign? Yes.
Like, how is she not signed? Like,
yes. Agreed. And I agree with Tony's comment here. She is even better live. We saw her live.
Really?
When we went to Mission Pro, because she does wrestle there occasionally. A lot of people don't know this, but La Rosa Negra, who is the current Mission Pro wrestling champion, is actually Red Velvet's trainer.
Oh, really?
Yes, they had a match in the I think in the last Mission Pro against each other. She went for the belt, but La Rosa Negra retained. But yes, Red Velvet is better live.
You know, the bad thing about that is the way that I learned about say her name again? What's it?
La Rosa Negra.
La Rosa Negra.
The Black Rose.
I learned about her through that controversy.
Yes, I know what controversy you're talking about, but we ain't gonna talk about that. She let it go. She let it go, and that's the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing great in Mission Pro. I would love to see her at AEW. Don't know if she's ever gonna do that. I'm not even sure if she's ever been on Dark, to be honest. And I'm surprised. Queen Amanada is amazing too.
Oh, that's another one. Thank you. That's another one that needs to come in because her and Kylan King had a great match last week.
Yes. So, let's see if AEW signs some more diversity and people. We are up to the match that a lot of people are not looking forward to this, but I have to say I am. Why? Because everything I've seen Wardlow and Jake Hager do till now has been very fun to watch. And I don't know how they're going to actually pull this off, but I am excited to see it.
Okay, so I'm going to say, one, Jake Hager's winning because there's no way in hell he's going to lose his own match. Two, Jake Hager's winning because he got his ass whooped the last 3 times. 3, Jake Hager and Wardlow better, like, for this to be a good match, they're going to have to lay it in a bit. Like, you can't do a choreographed MMA match.
Yes.
And we all know what MMA matches look like.
And I think Wardlow can take it because Wardlow does have a martial art background. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know which type he knows, but he is trained also, not as trained as Jake, but you know, the size can make up for that. But yeah, I think they're gonna have to lay in a few real hits. Courtney thinks Wardlow's gonna win.
That's wishful thinking. Never happened. I love you. I love your enthusiasm. It's just not gonna happen. Like Wardlow has been whooping Jake Hager's ass for like the last 2 months.
Absolutely.
Like, he's not gonna get into Jake. Like if Jake Hager loses this, he might as well just leave.
Yeah.
Like, is there no point? I mean, and on top of the fact that Jake Hager is not that big of a star, like that's another reason why I was glad. Like, if InnerCircle broke up, Hager would be just nothing. He'd be gone. I'd be like, he'd be gone or whatever, because you got way too many other big charismatic people that overshadow him. He's not a great talker. You know.
Yeah, they're letting him talk now. They're letting Jake talk now. They're letting Wardlow talk now. For a long time, I thought they were mute. But turns out they can speak. And they're good on the mic.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Like, Hager actually looked like a super badass to me in that forklift.
Yes. Yeah. And in Stadium Stampede, their fridge match.
Yeah.
When they were going in and out.
Oh, you're talking about with Wardlow ass for 90% of it? Yeah. Okay.
But didn't Wardlow eat the stuff next? Like, didn't he powerbomb drop Wardlow on the side? Jake Hager walked out of that, not Wardlow.
Yeah, but then Wardlow came out and whooped his ass again.
No, he didn't.
He did. Watch that.
No, he didn't.
Wardlow beat the mess off that boy. Like, I swear, like Wardlow had.
I don't believe that.
I'm telling you, watch it back.
I would have to watch it back.
Well, like Wardlow beat him so bad, he was laying up in some boxes, and like I didn't see Jake Hager again until the match was over.
No, I thought that was Wardlow. I think you got him mixed up. I think Wardlow was the one who got thrown. Now, people, pay attention. Pay attention.
I was paying attention because I kept going, damn, Hager, fight back. I was like,
oh, now I got to look this up. Gotta have to look it up. And then I'm going to cash that receipt too. Cha-ching!
All right. Let me write this one down too.
Write it down because it was Wardlow that was thrown through those boxes and Hager who walked away. Mark my words.
All right, I'm gonna watch this back and we're gonna talk about this.
We're gonna talk about this, y'all. We have come to the end of the show. This was so much fun. Sonny, you gotta come back on my show, Sonny. I want you back on my show. Yes. People, do me a favor. If you don't already follow Sonny, follow him on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. I forgot the numbers, Sonny, so give it to people.
It's Midnight EXP 17.
Midnight EXP 17.
Yeah, for some reason, people think that the EXP means express. Like
that's what I thought. I was like, Midnight Express. I'm like, that's
no, it's the Midnight Experience 17.
There you go. Courtney would like Sonny to come back. I will have Sonny back on my show if he would love to come back. I would love to have him back. Yeah, so don't forget, go to his YouTube, subscribe. He brings you fresh content all the time, reviews, not just on AEW. So if you watch other wrestling companies, check out his page. It's a variety of different companies that get recapped and predicted, right? You do predictions too? Predictions
mainly AEW. They're slipping for a couple of days, but I'm going to be back on my job.
There you go, guys. So don't forget, also like, subscribe, comment, drop me a comment. If you don't already, which I know everybody in this chat does already, to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Top Rope Squishy. Don't forget to check out the merch. Everything you need to follow and subscribe to is in the description, including...
I got something for you. Hold on. Don't go nowhere.
Oh! Surprises towards the end. Oh, look at me. Yes, Sonny was great. Anna, I'm definitely going to have him back.
Oh, I ain't forget. I'm coming for him.
So Sonny McKnight wants my Baby Yoda, my animatronic Baby Yoda, and it's not happening. So anyway, people, it was great. Thanks for coming. I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Sonny will be back. So just make sure to tune in. Thanks everybody for joining. This was great. Courtney, Anna, Lou. Am I missing anybody? I'm missing mad people.
Don't forget your husband.
Neckbone, neckbone tone. Who else was in here? There's a couple of people in here. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting. Until next time, Top Rope Squishy is out.